What is Kylie's favorite meal? Her favorite meal, like going out, is In and Out. That's her favorite burger. And then her favorite meal is spaghetti. And she actually eats the dry noodles as snacks, like the spaghetti noodle. And then she likes to eat plain cooked spaghetti noodles or any type of pasta with no flavorings or no seasonings as a meal. And then the our favorite thing that we've made together is the Marry Me chicken soup. If Kylie could go on vacation anywhere, where would she go? She has three places that she would like to go that's on her bucket list. It's on her dream board, and it's Fiji, Rome, and Paris. What is Kylie's drink order? Whatever it is, if it's a regular beverage, she would like it with a straw. Typically water. She drinks a lot of water. She likes beer, the bitterest you can go, and then she likes red wine too, but she hasn't had that in quite a while. What is Stefan's most irrational fear? Okay, so I have a weird one, and I've only told Kylie this once, so it'd be funny if she got it. It's a little weird, a little sad, but my most irrational fear is my wife one day going crazy and murdering the kids. So, babe, don't do that to me. Or us, please. What is Stefan's most prized possession? I don't really have one. I would say, like any single prized possession or group of. I think Kylie might guess my manga books. And then I think her most prized possession is Ohana, if you can call that a possession. What is Kylie's most irrational fear? I can't remember if I've asked her this, so babe, sorry if I'm forgetting, if you've told me. Um, Nothing comes straight to mind. Um, so forgive me for being presumptuous, but I would say that her most irrational fear is me leaving or our relationship ending, and that's irrational because it's not something she ever has to worry about. I'm I'm here with her to spend the rest of my days with her, loving her as best as I can, and I plan on fulfilling that to the best of my abilities. What is Kylie's pet peeve? I think we were discussing this the other day, and I might have forgotten her answer. We both don't like it when people don't put their shopping carts back. That is a mortal sin and unforgivable. But I think Kylie's pet peeve, that's just her personally, is I don't think she likes it when people interrupt her while she's talking, like stopping her in the middle of her story. What was your first date like? So we've had a couple instances that you can call a first date. One, the first time we ever spent time together was obviously at Michaela's and Santu's baby shower. And then from there, she invited me to go to worship night in the first week of October. And that's where we spent some time talking. And I felt I needed to, since I wasn't really sure about my feelings or if I was making a new friend here, I returned the favor and I invited her on a hike October 15th. And that day we went hiking in the Santa Margarita River Trail Preserve, and we hiked for 3 hours and got lost out in the forest. And even though we got lost, ran out of water, didn't know where we were going, didn't have signal, didn't know where we were, I had more fun that day with her than I'd ever had with any other person. Whether it be a man or woman, I had so much fun genuinely being myself with this person who also was being her genuine self, and we just clicked naturally, and I'll never forget that day. And then there was also our first date where I took her on a date, and that was in November. I think November 15th, or no, 19th, November 19th. Where, yeah, Balboa Park, dinner, the whole shebang. What is Stefan's favorite thing about Kylie? Oh my gosh. Where do I even begin? I love how kind she is. I love how generous she is. I love how loving she is. I love how much she cares about everyone in her life, whether it be her family, her kids, her friends. She just cares so much about everyone. And she cares so much about me, and she shows it. She wants people to know how much she loves them. I love how generous she is. I love how strong she is. I've seen this woman go through so much, so in the albeit short time that I've known her, I've seen her go through so many trials and so many downs, some of them all together at the same time, and she still came out the other end smiling and just doing her best. And she blows me away with her incredible character and the work she's willing to put in to achieve her goals. And I am so proud of her and blown away and by everything she's accomplished. And she's also real pretty to boot. And I won't go into that with all you ladies watching. Stefan, when did you know that you were in love with Kylie? I knew I was in love with Kylie on, I think it was November 5th. November 5th. And that day we had gone to church, and then we went to a street fair, and then we had, after the street fair, walking around holding hands like the cuties we are, we went into Miguel's for some lunch, and I had been racking myself, like my brain, for the last couple weeks, like wondering, like, do I love this girl? Like, do I just like her? What is it? Do I like her? Do I love her? I'm not really sure. And I'm sitting there with her, and we're sitting next to each other in the booth, and I'm praying, asking my God, like, I'm not sure what to think about this girl. And it hits me that, remember, Stefan, love is action. Love is not just a feeling, but feelings of happiness and the feelings of love are a consequence of actionable love. And I reflected on everything that I had done and said and how I'd acted towards this girl, and I reflected on everything that she had done and said for me, and I realized that already my actions and how I was treating her, where my heart was for her, that I already loved her, and I was deeply in love with her at that point. And I knew from that moment, and at that moment I told her about more of my deep feelings and how I knew I loved her, and I wanted to spend the rest of my life with her. Didn't propose, but I shared with her that I wanted to deepen our relationship. All right.